Something big just happened, and most people have no clue. Thailand has officially joined BRICS, aligning itself with global giants challenging Western financial dominance. This isn't just another diplomatic move. It's a shift in global power that could redefine trade, influence, and economic control. For decades, Western institutions have dictated the rules of global finance. But now, that's changing. With Thailand stepping in, BRICS is growing stronger, creating new trade routes, alternative currencies, and reshaping global influence. The world isn't just watching, it's adapting. But what does this really mean? Is Thailand gaining power, or is this the start of something even bigger? The truth is, this move could alter everything we know about global trade. And if you're not paying attention, you're already falling behind. Thailand has just made a move that could change the entire balance of global trade and diplomacy, officially joining BRICS. By aligning with Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, Thailand positions itself among economic giants that challenge Western dominance. This is not just a membership, it's a statement. A country once seen as a regional power is now stepping onto the world stage, embracing a future shaped by emerging markets rather than traditional Western hegemony. For decades, Thailand has been a key player in Southeast Asia, but it's always walked a tightrope between economic independence and Western influence. BRICS membership gives it a fresh opportunity, greater economic autonomy, massive investment prospects, and a seat at the table in shaping global economic policies. This move signals that Thailand isn't just participating in global trade, it's influencing its direction. And make no mistake, this is just the beginning. The implications of this decision go beyond mere economics. Thailand's geographic position has always made it a strategic link between Eastern and Western trade. Now, with BRICS backing, it can redefine infrastructure projects, reshape regional partnerships, and act as a vital bridge between Asia's economic powerhouses. It's not about choosing sides. It's about maximizing opportunity in a world where alliances dictate economic destiny. This shift will undoubtedly shake up geopolitics. Thailand now stands at a crossroads where it can leverage its neutrality to negotiate more favorable trade deals, attract foreign investment, and enhance its role in global diplomacy. If you think this is just another political alignment, think again. This is a calculated move that could alter the economic landscape for decades to come. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve, understanding global power shifts before the rest of the world catches up, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Because in a world where knowledge is power, staying informed isn't just an advantage, it's a necessity. BRICS is no longer just an economic alliance. It's an evolving force reshaping the world order. With Thailand now in the mix, the numbers tell a story too big to ignore. Together, BRICS nations contribute nearly a quarter of the global GDP, a figure that continues to rise as traditional Western economies struggle to maintain dominance. Thailand isn't just joining a club. It's stepping into an economic engine that's redefining global trade, investment, and financial influence. For Thailand, this move unlocks unprecedented opportunities. BRICS nations offer a massive consumer base, untapped trade corridors, and financial cooperation beyond the limitations of Western-dominated institutions. Imagine the potential. Thai exports reaching deeper into China and India, new energy deals with Russia, and infrastructure projects funded without relying on the IMF or World Bank. This is more than an economic shift. It's a recalibration of power. And let's talk about resilience. Thailand has long been dependent on Western markets, but that dependency comes with vulnerabilities, currency fluctuations, policy restrictions, and economic pressures dictated by external forces. Now, it gains access to alternative financial systems, trade agreements, and collaborative growth strategies that shield it from the volatility of Western-centric economics. The country is diversifying its risk while securing its place in the future of global trade. But here's the real kicker. Thailand's integration into BRICS strengthens the bloc's collective influence, making it even harder for Western economies to dictate global financial policies. Every new member adds leverage, and Thailand's strategic position in Asia only amplifies that effect. This isn't just about one country's economic growth. It's about a new era where global trade is no longer controlled by a single dominant force. And the ripple effects? They're just beginning. Money alone doesn't build nations. Strategic investment does. And Thailand, by joining BRICS, now has access to one of the most powerful financial tools of emerging economies, the New Development Bank, NDB. Unlike Western financial institutions that come with strings attached, the NDB was created by BRICS to fund infrastructure projects on terms that actually favor developing nations. This means Thailand can now finance major developments without the usual political pressures or economic constraints imposed by the IMF or World Bank. Think about what this means for Thailand's future. Roads, railways, ports, these aren't just local projects. They're arteries of economic expansion. The country has long been a gateway for trade in Southeast Asia. But with BRICS-backed funding, it can now supercharge its role as a global trade hub. Imagine high-speed rail systems seamlessly connecting Thailand to China, or deep-water ports handling record-breaking cargo volumes, all funded by an institution designed to strengthen emerging economies, not control them. This infrastructure push isn't just about logistics. It's about economic independence. Thailand has, for years, relied on investment from Western powers, which often came with political conditions. Now, it has an alternative, capital that aligns with its economic interests, not external agendas. With BRICS behind it, Thailand can upgrade its energy sector, modernize transport networks, and develop smart cities, all crucial components of sustainable economic growth. This is how a nation moves from being a regional player to a global powerhouse. But here's the most fascinating part. This isn't just about Thailand. Every new infrastructure project strengthens BRICS' grip on global trade, making Western financial dominance less relevant. The more Thailand builds, the more it reshapes the global economy. And that's exactly why this move is such a game changer. If you want to keep uncovering the hidden forces that drive economic power, don't just watch, be part of the conversation. Subscribe now, because understanding these shifts before they hit the mainstream is how you stay ahead. In geopolitics, neutrality is power when used correctly. Thailand has long been a master of balancing relationships between Western and Eastern powers, but now, with BRICS in its corner, that balance just got an upgrade. Unlike Western alliances that often demand strict political alignment, BRICS allows Thailand to maintain its independence while expanding its influence. This isn't just about diplomacy. It's about rewriting the rules of global engagement. Thailand now has a platform to advocate for developing economies in ways it never could before. BRICS gives it direct access to leaders shaping global trade policies, financial frameworks, and international cooperation. And here's where it gets interesting. Thailand can leverage its unique position as a Southeast Asian powerhouse to act as a mediator between conflicting interests, playing a key role in negotiations that impact everything from economic sanctions to trade agreements. This diplomatic advantage extends far beyond economics. Thailand is now in a position to challenge Western narratives on global trade, currency policies, and economic development strategies. With the rise of BRICS-backed institutions and alternative financial systems, it's no longer just the West calling the shots. Thailand can push for fairer trade terms, resist economic pressures from traditional powerhouses, and help shape a multipolar world where influence is more evenly distributed. And let's not forget, this isn't just about Thailand's voice getting louder. It's about the entire BRICS coalition gaining strength. Every new member adds credibility to an alliance that's already challenging global norms. Thailand's diplomatic expertise, combined with BRICS' economic muscle, is a formula for real change. But what happens when a country shifts away from Western influence? The answer is unfolding right now, and the consequences are massive. For decades, the global economy has been shaped by Western financial institutions, dictating trade policies, currency values, and economic structures. But Thailand's entry into BRICS is another signal that the balance of power is shifting. This isn't just about one country joining an alliance. It's part of a larger movement away from Western-dominated financial systems. The rise of BRICS is fundamentally redefining global trade, creating alternative markets, and reducing reliance on traditional economic powerhouses. Thailand now gains access to new trade partnerships that reduce its dependence on Western economies. Instead of relying solely on the dollar-dominated system, Thailand can now engage in more transactions using alternative currencies, such as the Chinese yuan or even BRICS' proposed digital currency. This means greater financial sovereignty, fewer vulnerabilities to Western monetary policies, and more control over its own economic destiny. And in a world where economic sanctions have become a political weapon, the kind of flexibility is invaluable. Beyond currency, Thailand's integration into BRICS also means stronger trade corridors. Southeast Asia is already one of the most strategically important regions in global commerce. And now, with BRICS backing, Thailand can establish itself as a central player in emerging trade routes that bypass Western-controlled systems. Imagine faster, cheaper trade between Thailand, China, India, and Russia, reducing costs, increasing efficiency, and boosting economic resilience. This isn't just a small adjustment. It's a global trade revolution in real time. And here's what's really interesting. Thailand's participation is part of a broader trend. More countries are looking for alternatives to Western financial dominance, and BRICS is becoming the most attractive option. As Thailand deepens its ties within the bloc, it's not just benefiting from the shift, it's helping drive it. But what does this mean for the future of Southeast Asia? The answer is unfolding right now, and its impact will be felt across the global economy. You just gained insight into a global shift that most people aren't even aware of. Thailand's move into BRICS isn't just another political decision. It's part of a bigger strategy reshaping the world economy. And those who understand these shifts, they stay ahead. So what's next? Will more nations follow Thailand's lead? Is BRICS on its way to replacing Western financial dominance? The truth is, this is just one piece of a much larger puzzle, one that only a few truly see. If you want to keep uncovering the real forces shaping the world, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Because while most people react after change happens, the smartest ones, they see it coming.